The line going on in the U.S. House of Representatives by MAGA representatives is unprecedented, even for them, and they lie all the time. So please welcome Eric Swalwell. He's going to set the record straight. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course, It's nice to be back with you.
I am so glad to see you. Okay, what I can't get over is Marjorie Taylor Greene. So she's posting all over the world how she's against pedophiles. America deserves the truth about Jeffrey Epstein and the rich and powerful elite circles, blah, blah, blah. Then she votes against the resolution to release the files. And today she's posting on social media and saying on the news that she is co-sponsoring this new bill with Thomas Massie, but he's only given credit to Eric Burleson and Tim Burchett. So what's going on over here with Marjorie?
I have had it with this Epstein bullshit. Like, figure it out. You promised the American people that you were going to release these files. This is like trying to make a cake without flour, right? This is a main ingredient to their movement. You can't just take out the flour and say, here's your cake now. No, you promised this, Donald Trump. Pam Bondi said the files were on her desk. And people are asking Democrats, well, are you contributing to this and fanning it? No, this is their fucking promise. We're just saying if it exists, you should deliver it. And if you were just bullshitting us all along, then you should just own up to it that you were a 24-karat bullshitter and it doesn't exist. But don't come at us for saying, well, if the files are out there and you've buried them beneath the earth, we should see them. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, who wants to have it both ways, she wants to say she's for the Epstein files, but except when a vote actually happens on the floor, like it happened yesterday, to release them, she votes against it. So I think she's just trying to find a way to get well on this and just live, to fight another day with her base and survive. But they're not going away. They are not going away on this because they were promised this.
Well, and Trump now, he's saying, I don't want your support. It's all the Democrats. It's unbelievable how he abuses these people and they stick with them. And in my mind, they're going to continue to stick with them. But I think the overarching theme is Marjorie Taylor Greene, Mike Johnson, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance. They think their supporters are stupid. Yeah. And to be clear, they've made some really poor choices. But Marjorie Taylor Greene sits up there and says, I'm for releasing it. And then she votes against it. Mike Johnson, exact same thing. Is there a bigger hypocrite on planet Earth than Mike Johnson? I don't think so. Okay, roll this clip and I want to get your response.
Yeah. Maxwell, potentially before Congress, or if you would support members like Marjorie Taylor Greene or Anna Paulina Luna on the release of subpoenaing the Epstein documents from the DOJ, whether you would support either of those.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Marjorie or Anna about that specific subject, but I'm for transparency. We're intellectually consistent in this. We look.
Okay. And then he votes against it. I mean, like, how does he look in the mirror and do all of his I'm God's follower, blah, blah, when he lies, which is one of the commandments?
Gosh, it would be nice if Mike Johnson had the subpoena power and can get these files. Oh, wait, he fucking does. That's what's so crazy about this. You can't say, oh, we should do this, we should do that, we should go get this, we should be intellectually consistent. You have the subpoena power. You were given the power of the subpoena by the voters to be an independent branch of government. If Donald Trump is not going to fulfill his promise, that doesn't mean you don't have to fulfill your duty and responsibility. And so it's just insane that it's taken this long when they actually could just do it. They don't even need Democrats to do it. That's the funny thing. They have the votes on their own if they really wanted to unearth this.
So they do have the votes. And one thing I was going to ask you about, which I think Stephen Miller is, I don't think Terry Moran went far enough when he said hatred is his spiritual nourishment, but I love that you're calling him out. Are there enough Republicans that will side with you to bring him in to testify about his behavior?
Look, we want to seek accountability. And this is a gang that does not want to be held accountable. Tom Homan, who we also sought to subpoena today, he is saying that we should be able to just detain and arrest people based on the color of their skin and their accent. No, he actually said that. Right. Stephen Miller, who's perfectly cool with a 6-year-old with leukemia being arrested and missing their cancer treatment and spending time for weeks at a detention center. No, you should come and be accountable and answer for this and answer the question, of, is this what the American people asked for? Because I don't think putting kids with cancer in detention centers is what any of us signed up for.
I don't either. And I keep telling myself, like, Trump is not always going to be in power, and he may have immunity. Stephen Miller, Tom Homan, Kristi Noem, they don't have the immunity that they have. And there's no doubt in my mind it's a crime ring over there at the Department of Homeland Security and ICE and all that. Okay, so we have this new vote coming up. Tom Massey's now saying, okay, I want this resolution.
Yep.
Is it going to be brought for a vote again? Is he going to be able to get it done?
This thing will take weeks under the rules for it to happen, which is, again, Mike Johnson can do it tomorrow. He, as Speaker of the House, can issue a subpoena. So it's just crazy talk for us to be like, okay, now we're going to go through this new process that's going to take weeks for it to be ripe under the rules of the Congress, when Mike Johnson can just do it tomorrow. And he should just do it tomorrow if he is serious about it. Otherwise, yes, if 4 Republicans sign onto that discharge petition, by the way, Pumps, discharge petition is probably like the worst name of any legislative device. It sounds weird. But if 4 Republicans sign onto it and every Democrat signs onto it, then it has to come up for a vote. But it wouldn't be for like a month. And we're not in, and it's like legislative days. And so August, we're in our district. So we're looking at like late September, which is bullshit if Mike Johnson can just do it now.
As everybody knows, I have a 1-year-old French bulldog, and I'm getting a new puppy this week. And I'll tell you what, went all over Sunday for Dogs. They have been a lifesaver with these Frenchies. They have the best stuff, and it's fresh and healthy dog food, and it's easy to store and serve. Unlike other fresh dog foods, Sundays does not require refrigeration or preparation because of their air drying process. Just pour and serve. Cancel or pause your subscription anytime with our 14-day money-back guarantee. It is so easy. You don't have to do anything special. It comes right to your door. Bam, easy to store, easy to serve, and your dogs love it. Get 40% off your first order of Sundays. Go to sundaysfordogs.com/iHipNews or use code iHipNews at checkout. Again, that's 40% off your first order of Sundays. Go to sundaysfordogs.com/iHipNews. I'm doing the math in my head. Okay, so Thomas Massey, he's credited Burleson and Burchett saying they're going to co-sponsor and sign off. So if Marjorie Taylor Greene was serious, they would have 4 right there. Right. But she lies. They all lie. Nancy Mace is another one. I just can't. She doesn't get as much press as Marjorie Taylor Greene, but I kind of think I think Marjorie Taylor Greene's always been a nut. There used to be some type of, for those listening, he's doing the crazy finger. But wow. Nancy Mace, she knew it was an insurrection at the time. But Kylie, do you have this where she is all child rapists should get the death penalty? And then wrote this minutes after voting against the release of the Epstein files. Like, I don't understand. Do these people think that, obviously they think their base is stupid and that they won't go outside the bubble. And did you know, I saw a statistic yesterday. Fox News yesterday said Biden's name over 90 times, never once mentioned Epstein, not once. And this whole flurry is going on. So their supporters are going to have to dig for this information. But these people are lying on social media. I don't know how they get away with it. I really don't.
Their followers this is one that they're not going to be able to wiggle out of. I mean, Fox News can try and bury it. They are establishment media. Mm-hmm. But the Benny Johnsons of the world and others, they're not going to let it go because this is foundational for them. They all came to be on this issue, and their supporters, who they are clearly, taking advantage of and trying to fool. I don't think they're going to be fooled on this. This is weird. Oddly, it's like existential, to their movement to not answer this question.
I've said this a million times, and I know everybody that watches is sick of it, but I'm surprised that the people that build conspiracies around pizza parlors and Jewish space lasers cannot connect the dots on this. And I don't know if it's just they don't want to believe it, and so they're in denial. And then Trump doubling down. I mean, don't you know the premier of Bahrain is just like, what is happening in this country?
I know he's sitting there watching this like, what?
It's a clown show.
Can I offer like an alternative approach to this?
Okay.
Which is Donald Trump has said that Epstein was a great guy. He was a close friend of his. And then Michael Wolff writes this book and interviewed Trump a lot, interviewed Epstein a lot. And Wolff claims that he was told by Epstein that Trump would have underage topless women sitting on his lap. Not verified anywhere else, but Wolff claims this. And then Musk, of course, tweets out, Trump is in the Epstein files. If you're Donald Trump, don't you deserve to have your name cleared? If you didn't do that, don't you deserve to have your name cleared? I think so.
It's just like all the indictments against him. He deserved to be able to clear his name with the
Do this for
insurrection.
Donald Trump. Clear his name.
He can't clear his name. And you shouldn't be surprised. He's the grab him by the pussy guy.
And if he's willing, I know, Pumps. If he's willing to call his voters stupid, if he's willing to do that rather than release it, man, he's afraid of what's in those files.
Oh.
That's the only conclusion.
That's the only rational conclusion. Eric Swalwell, thank you so much for coming. This has been so fun, and we will bring you on again soon. The more lying, stay on top of it, Eric.